Hey, welcome back. I'm TJ. Today we're doing things a lot different. We got some OMPHobby edges that literally just showed up last night. Donnie came in today. We're going to go through them with him and see what's what and have him teach us something. Let's go find him. So I guess first off, so this is Dale. Dale, he's my boss, so I can't get in trouble right now. And then Donnie over here, he's kind of the guy that we turn to when we want to ask questions about airplanes, because I don't know enough.
And I've been flying a few years.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing, one latch up here, you got a couple earth magnets holding it on, and then tabs in the front for locking in. It's pretty nice.
So whenever you first open up a box that has a new plane, and we say, hey Donnie, come over to the shop and you're going to test an airplane, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for build quality. Did they take care of those little annoying things, you know, like the pins? The dowel pin style doesn't hold as well as the slotted tabs do. The earth magnets, did they put too many on so it makes it too hard to pull on and off, or they put not enough so the canopy's loose? So that's different. So the landing gear block on this one is actually a metal landing gear block instead of wood. That's unique. And then it's pre-blind nutted for probably the Sunny Sky motors, I'm going to assume. Then it's got a foam back plate behind the firewall to help deaden some of the electric motor noise. And then the internal tunnel, as the air's going through, it's already got the air dam forcing it down into the exit hole. We'll have to find the plate that goes over that, see what that looks like. All right, here on the bottom, it's a separate panel. Looks perfect for mounting your ESC, so you can get your airflow on both sides of your ESC, both the top and bottom, instead of being mounted all the way to the bottom. Get a little bit better cooling on your ESC. That's a nice idea. Yeah, I like it. And the covering job's pretty nice. I'm not seeing...
Well, Dale was saying something about it being a German covering, maybe?
The Oro cover?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So, yeah, Oro cover is definitely a little bit better than... can't remember the name of the Chinese.
I don't know, but that's pretty much the gist that he said last night, was that a lot of these come with the Chinese covering on it, and it was an issue.
Cool.
So they pulled that and put the German stuff on, and it's supposed to be a lot better.
All right, another thing, it's already got servo extensions ran through for your rudder and elevator. And then the elevator mount looks pretty good. Ah, there we go. So you can slide your elevator on. But all in all, yeah, it seems a little bit more rigid than the original OMP S-Bach and Yak. Looks a little bit stronger down on the bottom. The plywood, the Kevlar sheet of plywood actually is a little bit thicker. It's not as hollowed out as the previous ones were. So the landing gear block definitely looks a little more stout. And you got the carbon fiber rods going through the firewall, through the landing gear block, back to the bulkhead, and then carbon fiber stringers basically going the whole length of the fuse on the upper. The middle is going back to the exit hole, and then the bottom, again, going from the firewall all the way back to the tail. So yeah, looks pretty nice. And then the plate here on the back, so it's basically telling you which model you're using. So the OMP Edge 540, or the 60-inch, 59-inch, whichever one. Here's your recommended motor, your recommended ESC, and which prop you should use. Because sometimes you've got the nose cone on here, and it's like, man, I can't remember what prop is on this thing. What is it? Oh yeah, it's a 16.8.
That is pretty cool.
All right, and here's the elevator. So the elevator is pre-hinged with the Robart style pin hinges. And it's got a carbon fiber rod going across the front, so I'm not seeing any twisting, any movement there. I like that. And then since this is a single elevator push, how's this connected between? I want to check that. And I'm getting, only warping I'm getting is on my outer edge. So that is a nice solid connection there. I like that. There's a lot of problems when you do that single elevator push,
Right.
especially at a high speed, high G maneuver. When you push up, you're actually fluxing your elevators, so the airplane will wash out on you. So having that as strong as possible is a really good thing. Helps keep that washout from happening. So that's feels nice and rigid. Should slide it in and see how it fits. Obviously, when we go to final mount this, we will measure and make sure it's actually square, the fuselage and all that stuff. I'm just checking rough fit right now. Make sure we don't have any bangings and hittings. Freedom of movement. Yep, so it's all nice and clear in the tunnel. Actually, that's pushed a little too far. We'll mount that in properly a little bit better when I go build it. But yeah, nice free. And we got, let's say, probably 55 there. 50, 55 up. So that's a nice, good deflection on that. And as it is already, not even glued. Still pretty
Yeah.
nice and tight. I like that. What about the rudder? Alright, so let's slide this rudder in. Again, it's got the Robart style pin hinges. It is not glued on either side, so you're definitely gonna have to do your own gluing of the rudder, but it's not uncommon. Alright, I do have one slight negative on this one. So the pins on the bottom side here, looks like we're going to have to notch it out to get them to recess a little bit. The top here of the rudder, see how nice and tight that one is?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to notch the bottom one out just to get that to fit a little bit tighter.
Gotcha.
That's the only downside I see so far.
So definitely being samples, we should be able to let the factory know.
Alright, just kind of make sure that recesses down a little bit more on that side. And then it's pre-drilled for the tail wheel and then the steering pin. So you don't have to guess where the meat is, it's already there.
Cool.
Like that. Alright, let's throw a wing on. Wing tube. That's pretty much your standard, everyday 60-inch wing tube. Nothing fancy about that one. It's got a tight fit. No slop. So that's always a good start. Alright, here's the right wing. Top, it's already got the Edge 540 covering on it. That's actual covering, it's not a sticker. And then a nice contrasting white bottom. Good flex on the other on, so you can get your 40 degrees up, 40 degrees down that you need easily out of that. Recessed servo, so it's not sitting on top of the wing, it's actually sitting down in. But that's pretty nice. And then you've got the quick attach thumb bolt. But here's something that's even nicer, I've just noticed. That's foam. That is thin foam following the whole contour, so when it mounts up against the airframe, you have foam against the covering and not wood and scratching the heck out of your covering. That is pretty nice. And the grommet for your servo lead's already in there. I'm impressed. And then, boom, boom, and that is on. That is pretty darn cool. I like that. So it's got a little recess here in the and the aluminum plate for that thumb screw to actually lock in. So it's not just going. You see where it goes and then boom, locks right there. And vibration's not going to move it. You're actually going to have to. You actually got to, boom, lock it in. It's got some resistance to it. It's nice. And going together, so this is one thing that irritates me with some other airplanes. They're so tight that you got to sit there and rock it back and forth. All right. This is snug, but it's not tight. All right, I was getting ready to put the canopy and cowling on, but I'm sitting here looking inside the fuselage, and I just noticed something way cool. Did not notice it before. See the little cutouts here? That's to put your elevator and rudder servo extensions in.
So they're not just laying there.
Exactly, so you actually have
You
a
get
place
on
to
both
lock
sides.
them in. Yeah, both sides. Now the question is, you know, make sure it doesn't shape the wire and all that stuff. That's definitely have to something to look into, but that is a really cool idea. I have not seen that before. All right, well, let's put this canopy on, see how the fit to the cowling is. So, not too tight. You have a little bit of room to play with to get your final adjustment. Make sure you get your motor centered. So you got a little bit of play there. But it's a nice tight fit. Not a lot of slop, nothing really hanging over the edges. Impressed with it. And then it's not paper thin. It's got some meat to it, especially up here in the corners where you need the strength. Pretty strong. And it's a 60 size, so you don't expect it to be a brick house, but it's definitely got strength where it needs it, and a little flex where you can manipulate it if you need to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's look at some of this other hardware. Nose cone. So it comes with a nose. This is a nice nose cone. Holy crap!
Dell said the same thing last night. He's like,
that's
he
nice.
opened it up and he's like, man, this is aluminum.
Yeah, it's
And
aluminum.
it's like
back.
fiberglass or carbon. He's like, I don't know. It's something.
It's carbon fiber nose cone with an aluminum back plate. I don't want to take it apart because it's got tape on. I don't want to retape it and possibly lose our screws in there. But dude, that is super nice.
So you got the green. We got 4 different samples they sent. So the one, it's like a red, white, and blue. You got a blue, yellow, and white, and then a yellow, blue, and white. 2 of them have the Kevlar kind of framing, and then 2 are just the balsa. Like I said, these are samples, so not quite sure what's going to come to market yet, but that's why we're testing everything out to see, I guess.
Yep. Landing gear. Oh look, it's got with little cuffs. Isn't that cute? That's sharp. It's got that little extra touch, and it's got the rubber gasket all the way around, pre-installed. So that's nice. Saves quite a bit of work. Kind of put that on yourself. It's a nice landing gear. So you can see the carbon fiber in the middle, but a nice thicker on the outer edge. So kind of gives it that two-tone look to it.
That's sharp.
And you can definitely tell there is a leading edge and a trailing edge. So the fatter part here being the leading edge, this being the trailing edge. So when you go to put it on, pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure you put it on right. Put it on thicker leading edge forward, not back, otherwise it's going to look goofy. Plus you can also tell the taper, the leading edge is a little bit straighter, and the trailing edge has a little taper
curve to it.
little taper to it. And then pre-drilled for your wheel. So I have to check this out, see how it does. Personally, these will get thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
I never fly this small stuff with wheel pants on because they break after first flight in grass.
Well, I was gonna say it's like mainly if you're flying runway.
Yeah. We'll check the mounts, how that all goes together, but it fits nice. And then your side force generators. So it's got, is that a Kevlar looking? Yeah, they look like they're Kevlar spacers. You got 2 of them in there. But what I'm checking out on this that looks cool is the thumb screw hole. So basically just put your thumb screws in, and you can leave the thumb screws on all the time and then just basically put this on, kick it back, cinch it down, away you go, instead of having to run them all the way in and run them all the way out. So that's definitely going to be a time saver if you want to run the SFGs. And the fact that it actually pushed back to lock in goes with the airflow, so you don't have to worry about it coming loose in flight. And then the rest of the hardware, your typical battery Velcro, looks to be about 2-inch wheels. I will probably upgrade mine to 3. Here's the vent plate for the bottom. So it's a carbon fiber plate. Hardware for the wings. So it's got your control horns, turnbuckles, clevises, and then the thumb screws for the SFGs. Tailwheel assembly. So initial thought is I haven't seen some of the other companies how they've been doing their tail wheels lately, but here you have a slotted control horn to go where in the rudder. So as you're steering, it has room to slide back and forth. So that'll be pretty interesting to try out and see. Make sure that the screw stays. You know, definitely put some CA when you go to thread it in to make sure it locks in. But that's definitely a cool idea. Clevises, screws, spare parts, landing gear block cover. And then for those of you who are too cheap to buy aluminum control horns, like TJ, here's your pre-made carbon fiber control horns you can just put on the round disc servos. Alright, turnbuckle and clevises for the rudder. That's pretty standard. So it gives you a couple spare grommets, cowling attachment hardware, elevator attachment hardware. This is what I wanted to see. Alright. This is a different style landing gear axle. This is a machined axle into a back plate and then threaded to run the screw in to lock in the wheel. So you don't have the ever elusive locking axle nut or lock collar flying off in mid-flight and then having to have somebody help you catch your airplane while you're hovering. Never had that happen. But yeah, I like that. That looks like that's pretty much all the pieces, parts in here. Oh, wait, there's this big thing here. What's this? Wing bag?
Yep.
So, pretty good sized wing bag. Definitely room for both wings. Wing tube up here at the top. And then, looks like a pocket here for your SFGs. And it's standard bubble wrap, aluminum, or metal, whatever you call that. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Definitely like this color scheme. Might have to thumb wrestle you to see who wins this one.
Right.
I'm going to set this one up with the 2125 540 kV Sunny Sky motor. I think that's what we're going to do, and use the Mantis 85 amp BSC running on 6S 4000 glaciers. At least that's what my plan is. And then,
Yeah, whatever your plan is what's going to happen.
and I've got some high-tech 5245s, I think. I'll probably slap in it. So enough torque. I don't know, I might go a little bit heavier on the elevator since it is just one elevator servo. I might go with a heavier torque servo.
Alright, let's take a break and show this thing off.
Alright, so this video is going to end up being like a 3-part series. So this was kind of the unboxing first impressions from Donnie. The next one we're going to do is actually going to be the build video on this one here. And Donnie's going to take another one home. He's going to build it up, and then that's the one we're actually going to be bashing around the field to get a real good feel of, well, pretty much how it flies. So we got a lot more toys instead of just what you see here. So there's going to be a lot more stuff coming down the line. OMP is doing some really awesome things. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you can know when we're posting these videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.